Welcome to week 1 of the SEDL. And you know why we're here? The mic audio was not recording because I guess my PC must have restarted and updated, so everything on OBS was fucked. You know how that is. So we're here. As you can see, the nickname theme, we're doing artists, like song artists. So, but let's get into this. I'm gonna show the team real quick since I did a draft analysis on the team. So we ended up drafting Dragonair as our Dragonair was actually a round 1 pick. We had the second overall pick. Like I said, I didn't make a draft analysis video number 1 because I was busy. I've just been busy with work. And it's just I don't really know what much to say about these mons. Maybe I'll do like a end of the team review. Probably not. But yeah, we drafted Dragonair, Terra Marini, Bronzor, KROK, Fletchender, Flaffy, Terra Teddy, Floette, Sawaddle, and Shuppet. Now looking at his team, I'll let this play out. By the way, I was like asking if this was a Terra preview. I didn't really know. But my plan here was only reason why I brought Shuppet was just I felt like it was really good. Number 1, it could shut down Shell Shamash lead Shelter, and it can stop potential webs from Spidops, Tarantula, which I honestly thought it could have been a Bring just because Quick Feet Teddy just kind of goes crazy once Sliggoo goes down, like crazy. It just does massive output damage without even going +1. It just does crazy damage. It's kind of insane how much Teddy can do. But yeah. Let's play out. I'll just kind of explain some of the sets. So we had Custap Berry for just to kind of get off of Destiny Bonds because I ran Nightshade, Taunt, Destiny Bond, Thunderwave. Teddy was Facade, Earthquake, Trailblaze, Protect. Y'all get the gist of it. I was told by my opponent, he said, what was it? He said only bringing 1 EV light to this is crazy. I mean, I guess. But also, I mean, EV light is good, but you know, there's ways around it. Like, I don't really worry about EV light on this team just because I have access to a lot of good knockoff mods. I decided just to taunt here because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I clicked taunt, and they ended up going for a leech seed here, which is really, really good because I did not really want to do anything like that. I decided to Thunderwave because just maybe, I thought they would kind of switch out. Not really fearing anything, but just the fact that I don't really see it like doing much, like being in this position. I mean, yeah, I wanted to get a look at the team because I actually never looked at the team. And actually, I just the Thunderwave here, just because that was the plan. I was like, yeah, just pair something if it comes in. Didn't come in. Then I clicked Giga Drain, which actually was really nice and didn't put me in Custap range. But it did put me in range to just say, alright, I'm a Destiny Bond here, and if he kills me, he'll go down with me. In which that was actually the plan, which this thing honestly would have been really fucking annoying to deal with Crocodile. And yeah. Crocodile probably would not have been able to go crazy. Luckily it did not get parried, and the Giga Drain KOs me. And this thing going down is huge because this is one of his Eviolite mons, which, like I said, Eviolite is probably the best item, obviously, that you can have on your Pokemon. But getting rid of that opens up a lot of things. I just decided to go Teddy here. I'm like, you know what, let's just get the Quick Feet activated, get everything going, get Teddy in a position where it can come in and kind of click buttons. So I opt to go into Teddy here, and they bring out Mastiff. Obviously I'm just going to protect. There was really no reason to. I could have Trailblazed, and that actually would have put me in a really good position. But I just opt to protect here because I don't really want to take too much damage on Teddy. But I can always heal it back with Wish Floette. I will just say this. If you want to know the sets, like I said, I'll obviously always put them down in the PokePaste. You guys know me. But yeah, I just didn't think 2 EV lights, and I felt Floette with Rocky Helmet was way better because even without Eviolite, it was only doing 50% to me with Crunch. So, and anything that else that it hit me with, it would mean it's taking chip damage, and I can just click Wish Protect and just kind of get my shit back. So, I opted to Protect here, obviously. At first, I thought we were going to DC, and I was like, please don't do this to me. But they go for a Trailblaze. Obviously, I protected. So I don't have no background going on and shit. I really didn't want to take the time to look for music. I'm going to just be real. Pretty cooked right now. I opted to just Trailblaze here, which I wish I would have maybe clicked Facade, because Facade actually would have done a good little decent chunk. But I could do the calc right now. I have the damage calc because they were Sliggoo, and then they were level 50, of course, and they were bold, 252 HP, 252 defense. How much would a Teddy done? I mean, Facade still did 25%. Better than fucking the 3% I did with Trailblaze. Watch this shit. This shit did nothing. 25% with a Facade would have been really nice. But I don't know, I kind of felt like they would stay in or whatever, and I was kind of willing to take that. And one thing I was really, really happy to see was, on the Sliggoo, I was really happy to see no Draco, which I see why you wouldn't want to run Draco, especially on Sliggoo, just because you don't want to keep switching it out and it doesn't really get many physical moves, so Dragon Pulse just looks better on paper. They do go for Acid Spray here, and I was, like I said, I was just fearing the Draco because I thought this mom was just going to come in, drop Dracos, and then switch out and just be a problem for me. And I was like, fuck. I was like doing a calc here. I'm like, I'm -2. A Draco kills me. That's all I was calculating was a Draco. But that's all I was scared about was Draco. I didn't even think about the Thunderbolt that he's about to launch on me, but I was just thinking Draco. And I think this is when I actually opt to go into. I think I go full Floette here, cause like I really don't want Flaffy taking too much damage. And I was like, if he clicks Acid Spray again, like on my Floette, that's just unlucky. And I think they just go for a Thunderbolt here, and we eat it up pretty well. Yeah, we eat that up really, really well. Like I said, you would probably think that might have been Eviolite, but it's not. Like I said, I just didn't think it was a good bring. And then I opted to just go into this, and I just kind of decided that, like, I kind of want to try to get this thing a little bit more weakened down. But not even really that. Like, Sliggoo, in my opinion, was just such a hard mon to deal with because I didn't really have much that could weaken it. That could, like, whittle it down for something like, Teddy or KROK to come in. And then I was just like, I live a Draco here. I'm gonna just click low sweep and see how much it does. Which on calcs it does absolute fuck all. Cause I'm pretty sure, yeah, it did like locally did like 20% to this thing. It did nothing. I'm doing some calcs here. I just opt to click low kick. I click Acid Spray again, which I was totally fine with. And then I was like, alright, I died to a Draco here. They have Draco. But if I potentially live, I'm totally willing to switch into a Volt Switch here. Which I do end up living, which is crazy. What was the EV spread on my Flaffy anyways? Like, that's wild that my Flaffy actually did that. Let's see. Flaffy -4 Dragon Pulse. That's crazy that that thing lived that. I think that's what I was kind of thinking, and I was kind of like, did I just go KROK now and just try to like This is when I decided to go KROK. Yeah, I go KROK here. At this point, I'm not even thinking that he's max HP, max defense. I didn't even think like that. Like, I really wasn't doing many calcs. Because, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard to calc when you don't really know what you're calcing for. Like, there's no, like blueprint, like, base for you. In a way, I should say. Like, you don't, like, you have to, like, type everything in and shit like that. And it was just kind of getting, like, didn't really want to do all that typing. I decided to just click Earthquake. And we do actually do a lot of damage, which is really, really nice. I think at that point I really should have known. But I clicked Dragon Pulse, it brings me down a lot. I was like, well, I might as well click Earthquake again. Like, I could call it double here, but I really wasn't thinking like that. Like, I didn't really think I was like, he has no ground switch-ins. Like, I'm gonna just click Earthquake. Like, nothing wants to switch into an Earthquake. And this is when KROK came to fuck my life. And then we just see KROK floating on an air balloon. Sorry, I zoned out there. I was thinking ahead. But then I go into this right here, and he just opts to clicking Will-O-Wisp. Which I feel like that confirmed that I was a choice item. But getting burned here really doesn't mean anything to me. I have Recover and I have Regenerator. This thing is just such a good wall. I thought it was just a good opportunity to get up a Toxic Spike. I just thought it was a really good opportunity to get up a Toxic Spike. Because it just kind of put pressure on a lot of things. And if anything, it actually won me the game. Seeing Pikachu come out here was really, really rough. But I kind of just decided that Flaffy is now a sack. Because KROK outspeeds this thing, but as you can see here, they end up just opting to clicking Surf, but I knew I had to switch out no matter what, but I was like, I don't think I actually really thought about it. Because I always knew he was going to bring Surf on Pikachu, which I kind of find it crazy that it has. So actually I think I just go opt to Flaffy just to sack it. Because at this point I'm like, well, it's kind of already done its job in a way. I don't really have many switch-ins to this Pikachu. Don't want too many things taking too much damage, so I'm just like, yeah, Flaffy, done your job. Salute. See you next week. Pikachu picking up a KO right there. And then I'm like, well, might as well go back into KROK. I thought it would just be no reason not to. And this is where I really could have just made just the right fucking play. Like every other time. But for some odd reason, I just decided to click Earthquake. Like, Earthquake, like, knowing that he has Air Balloon, it just puts a mind game on you. And I was like, I might as well just click Knockoff. Like, there's no reason for him to sack his Pikachu here. Just because he wants to keep his KROK. Because, like, Pikachu, unironically, just goes crazy into my team. Teddy does not outspeed. It didn't matter if I was max speed or not. Teddy just never outsped. So I was just like, I was contemplating. I was like, dude, I click Knockoff here. Knocking off the Air Balloon is nice. But I just opt to go Earthquake. I'm like, you want to know what? Earthquake if he stays in, and I don't, because I don't KO with Knockoff. Earthquake and he stays in, then I lose my KROK to Surf. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. So he goes back in the KROK lore. I was kind of like, damn. I was like, I really could just click Knockoff there, but I kind of felt like that was a safe play. I think, yeah, I decided to go back into this. And I'm pretty sure they click Roar here, which is completely fine by me. So yeah, I think they opt just to clicking Roar. Let me go just Roar and then Marini. Marini will always be my switch into this in most things. They click Roar. And it brings you right back out to KROK. So I was like, well, back here again, so might as well just go straight back into fucking Marini. There's no reason not to. I was like, no hesitation. I'm like, just go back to Marini if you want to roar. I'm just gonna keep, no matter what, I'm just switching into Marini. Like if he hits me, then he switches out. Then what? Doesn't really do much. Yeah, flamethrower. We're gonna eat that up. We're gonna eat that up. Like I said, the burn chip kind of annoying, but his only thing that can really do shit to me is the Pikachu. And Pikachu really can't do much unless. This is what I was kind of thinking. I was like, I don't think they would switch into Pikachu, but just on the off chance that they'd switch into Pikachu, I was like, I'm gonna click Surf here. I was like, because if Crocalor just stays in, Infestation really ain't gonna do much. So I just like to click Surf here just in case he stays in. I'm still doing about 50%, especially with no EVLA. See a Sliggoo come in. Like I said, Sliggoo is probably gonna be his switch in for most things. And yeah, I click Surf here. Does absolute fuck all, because Sliggoo is literally just as annoying as Marini, except it gets Regenerate. And this move that they click here, it puts me in such a good position, like genuinely such a good position. Because they opt to literally Dragon Pulse, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, they click Dragon Pulse here. Which actually puts me in such a good position, because now I'm like, well, I live a Gastro Acid. I'm pretty sure I calculate. No, I just click Moonblast. Because I'm like, alright, I probably kill from this range, right? And it lives on just a little bit. And I was like, okay, that special attack drop is huge. They just end up opt to click Rest here. And this is when I'm like, okay, I can kind of just get up a free wish here. This is also where I was kind of like, dude, how am I supposed to kill this Sliggoo? So I just like, I'm going to click wish here. With the opt to stay in, it doesn't really do much. I end up switching out into Crocalor. And at this point, I'm kind of like, I got my wish up, but now I'm like, I need to get rid of this air balloon, like now. This air balloon needs to go. Like, it's just causing too many problems. My KROK needs to be free. Click Moonblast, do a nice little chunk, gets this attack drop, which is actually really, really good for us. They click Flamethrower, it's gonna do absolutely nothing to me. Did a nice little chunk. Gets the burn, sadly. But we're gonna get healed by our wish. And this is kind of where things are kind of looking good for me. I think I just wish here. Again. This is where they actually go back into Sliggoo, which has actually put me in such a good position. Being able to get a wish off, and then into a baton pass, just puts me in a really, really good position, especially against this Sliggoo. But this is just kind of where KROK takes the charge. Getting that heal almost to full HP, if I'm not, like, I'm probably like 20 points off, maybe 10, maybe not even 10, like 9 right now, something like that. I go to like 127, I think, 125, literally 10 HP off. I'm like, well, I love a Dragon Pulse. I'm gonna Slick the Earthquake. He has no switch-ins. Does a nice little decent chunk. I'm like, well, we don't 2-hit KO from there. But I'm like, well, no reason not to click Earthquake again. I'm like, no Earthquake switch-ins. Just click Earthquake. 3 minutes left in the battle. I end up going into Crocalor. We get the poison on that, which By the way, those toxic spikes come in clutch. I was like, damn, I was really hoping I killed, and I was like, please don't kill. And ended up killing, so I don't get my Moxie boost. And at that point, I was kind of like, well, fucking damn. Oh, just fucking damn. Come in the Mastiff. I look at the calcs. Earthquake does not KO. We did see a Trailblaze, but I'm like, I didn't really want to feel like doing the calcs. I was like, well, I'm assuming I live a Trailblaze from this range, so might as well just click Earthquake. And I feel like if I didn't do these calcs right here, like, I probably would have been able to finish the battle. But you know me. I will say I'll probably just do comps for this. I know it's like kind of lame, but I just don't want to go to timer. Timer just isn't fun. That's why I feel like we gotta do comps. But our battle was just everywhere over the place, so I didn't really mind it doing something like this. I was calculating to see if max speed +1 could outspeed me. Again, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure it couldn't, because I wanted to make sure I don't just fucking throw away KROK in the game for no reason. I'll have to just click Earthquake here. We're gonna pick up the KO, which is really nice. And KROK gonna get that Moxie boost. And this thing can really just start clicking buttons. And this is when Shelter comes in, which, when I looked at the calcs, +1 was like a roll to KO. And I kid you not, I'm like, well, that's the thing though. I was actually really surprised they didn't click like a move on me. Like I was actually kind of shocked by the Shell Smash play, because he lived on 1 HP, so I was really surprised by that Shell Smash play, because I thought maybe that they would just click the move to kill me and just position themselves in a better position. That's just how I thought of it. Because if they killed KROK, they basically won the game. But then again, like I said, those toxic spikes came in handy, because then Shelter goes down. And we do end up running the timer. But shout out to, I actually don't even know what their Discord name is, because that shit's like a bunch of squiggly lines. Not even trying to like troll. But shout out to them for letting KROK have the last two. Like I said, I said it was up to him if he wanted to just head the 4-2 or the 4-0. But shout out to him for letting KROK get those last two kills. So, see y'all for week 2.